Hello YouTube. Got a new find from the dollar store. I like to go to the dollar store and look for strange, unusual little discoveries that I can use in videos for you all. ASMR on a budget. So I found this, and I have seen other ASMR artists work with these hydrating beads before, and they're relaxing to watch, and they also just look like fun to play with. So when I saw this package at the dollar store, I figured it was worth the investment of $1 to see if I could use it to make a video. The package itself is very, very crinkly. And according to the packet, inside we have a folding vase with designer hydrating beads. And this is a bonus pack which includes 3 packets of color beads. 1 packet green, 1 packet blue, and 1 packet clear. And apparently, the vase itself is in here along with the beads. And as you can see, it's not a big package. Yeah, I just said that. So we'll have to see exactly what is inside. Shall we do that? Here's our beautiful designer vase. That is lovely. And here, the fun part, our packages of hydrating beads. So, the instructions tell us to fill the vase 3/4 full with water, add the hydrating beads and wait 6 to 8 hours for full expansion. Add flowers and enjoy. We'll skip the flower part of this, but I will come back and film a second part of the video once I have all this set up in 6 to 8 hours or 24 hours or whenever I have a chance to film again. And then we will get to see the beads all hydrated. So, for now, I am not even sure how this is supposed to work. So, I tell you what, I am going to find a different container to use because I think this is just going to be more trouble than it's worth. It's a vase-shaped plastic envelope, and I just think probably be better off with a nice big cup or something. So, be right back. Okay, I'm going to try using this plastic container. We'll fill it about 3/4 of the way with water, and then we will put in our beads and then we'll come back later and see what we have. So, okay, that's 1 glass of water. Two glasses of water. Three glasses of water. Now this isn't quite 3/4 full, but I believe the volume of it is greater than the volume of our beautiful designer vase. So I'm going to hope this is enough water, and I'm sure I can add more if it's not. But let's go ahead and add our beads. So these open. Let me get a pair of scissors. Okay. So I'll start with the green. Slice across the top. Now in my hand they just feel like little plastic pellets, maybe little plastic beads. They're quite rigid. And they sink in the water. And I drop the envelope in the water. And that's okay. Okay, there we got the green ones in. So now we'll do the blue. And maybe this time I can keep from dropping the plastic bag into the water. Let's see. Success. So there we have our green and our blue. And all that's left is the clear. Here we go. There. So far nothing's happening, but they do take at least 6 to 8 hours. So once they have hydrated, I will film a part 2 to this video so that you can see all at once the process of hydrating and playing with these beads. So I'll be back. For now, we'll cover the beads and let them grow. Okay, and we're back. It has actually been about 2 weeks, I think, since I filmed the first part of this video. It took that long for me to find some quiet time in this house to finish up. Luckily, our water beads were quite agreeable to sit in their container for a few weeks and grow quite enormous. So I've put some of them in this bowl, and and the bowl is lit from underneath, which just gives them even more of a fun glow. If I put all of them from that one package in this big bowl, I would not have enough room to reach in and mess around with them. They would be jumping all over the place. They actually did bounce all over the place when I first poured them in. They are quite bouncy. And they are pretty awesome. I can see why people like playing with these. I kind of wish I had like a bathtub full of them, because they are pretty amazing. Now you saw how small they were when they started, and most of them got to be about this size. So kind of the size of small marbles. And that was the blue and green ones that tended to be about that size. But some of the white ones got much larger. I mean, look at this one. That's kind of ridiculous. I don't even know how that happened, but it's awesome. And they are super soft. It's smushy. It's almost like playing with strange little slippery balls of Jello. And I have to say, they are just pretty neat. I'm kind of tempted to go back and get a couple more packages of them and do, I don't even know what with them. They're so much fun to play with. And are they not pretty? Look at that. So I'm just gonna play around with them for a few minutes. They don't make much noise, so I don't think they'll be triggering in that regard. But I do think they look slightly hypnotic. You start watching them move, especially with the light. So let's just play for a few minutes and enjoy the water beads. And I did notice you can buy the small beads, the dehydrated ones, by the pound on Amazon, and I have to say I was tempted. Having like a whole kiddie pool full of these would be pretty much amazing. Since they've absorbed so much water, they have a really nice weight to them. So when you put your hand underneath them, they're actually quite heavy. And I find that sensation strangely calming. I know plenty of ASM artists have already done multiple videos using these water beads, but I am really glad I decided to try them out because they are super fun. I have no idea what I'm going to end up doing with these, but they are pretty fantastic. it is also pretty interesting to squish one, because you would think they feel very rubbery, like you could squish them and they would just pop back very easily, but it's actually, well, this one will prove me wrong, pretty easy to make them explode. I wonder where the rest of that one went. But as you can see, when they explode, they actually turn into lots of little pieces. It's kind of like almost loose material inside the actual smooth outer covering. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what happens if you squeeze one really hard. So I'm going to throw that away. There's the rest of it. But they are just super neat. And strangely calming and soothing to play with. And I'm someone who has a lot of anxiety issues. I have generalized anxiety disorder. And I really do find these strangely calming. So if you're someone who struggles with stress a lot, I recommend getting a pack of these and giving them a try. Hydrate them and keep them in a container. And just give yourself a couple minutes now and then to reach in, stir them up, and play with them a little. It's a very interesting sensory experience. The way they kind of slip out of your hands because they're so slippery. And like I said before, the weight of them. So yeah, I mean, the package of them was $1 at Dollar Tree. And they're fun to play with. I don't know how long they will last. I assume they will start to degrade and kind of break up over time. I know you are supposed to be able to dry them out and return them to being little. See, I just broke that one. The bigger they get, the easier it is to break them open. It's the more water they have taken in, and for some reason the white ones, or the clear ones, the clear ones tend to take in more water than the colored ones. You can see the difference there. So yeah, I am very pleased with these. And I don't know right now what I will do with them, but I think I will keep them around for a while. Maybe find a pretty decorative bottle or something to keep them in. And take them out and play with them every so often, because they are super fun. So, I hope you enjoyed this little experiment with water beads. A little episode of ASMR on a budget. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with more ASMR videos soon.